How's everyone this morning? That was weak. How's everyone today?
Yeah. Good.
All right. My name is Timothy King. I'm Vice President for Student Affairs, and I am happy to welcome you to this commemoration celebration. And there are a lot of people that we can thank, including my parents who are here. They told me not to embarrass them. But, you know, I have a unique role here at JSU. Pretty unique. And I'm looking for students. So where are you, students? Scream! There we go. That's what I'm here for. And if it weren't for you students, then none of us would be here. I wouldn't be able to do the job I love. And we wouldn't have made the recovery that we have made without students being patient with us as we scrambled and struggled through all the issues that we dealt with. Some of you wondering why I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to answer emails and Facebook posts. And I said, well, that's just when I get up, really. So it wasn't anything special. But we're here for you. That's why we're here. And we're happy to do what we do. So without further ado, I don't want to take too much time. I'm going to introduce the person who led us through this process, Dr. John Beeler, 12th President of Jacksonville State University. Dr. Beeler.
Thank you, Tim. I'd like to recognize the Honorable Mike Rogers from the U.S. House of Representatives, who's here to visit with us today. Thank him and all of our legislators for their support. I'd like to also mention we have our First Lady, Dr. Pamela Beeler, here. It's great to see you all. It's hard to believe that it's already the one-year anniversary of our devastating March 19th, 2018 tornado, and how far we have come in rebuilding our campus in such a short period of time. FEMA personnel have indicated that they've never seen a campus with such destruction come so far, so fast. This is a tribute to the positive can-do attitudes of our faculty, staff, students, and administration, and the many volunteers and organizations that helped us. There are so many people to thank for all their help in making our recovery and rebuilding efforts go so fast and so smoothly. There were more than 6,000 volunteers and numerous organizations who helped us and the city of Jacksonville. We give all of them thanks from the bottom of our hearts. Would all volunteers and those representing organizations who helped us please stand to be recognized at this time, and let's give them a round of applause. The storms a few nights ago reminded us of the potential for strong storms and tornadoes, and how fragile we are when Mother Nature decides to bring her wrath upon us. It was an eerie feeling to be at risk of another tornado so soon after the one last year. The good news is that we were prepared, and our alert systems and procedures worked to assure we were all protected from the potential tornado. The First Lady and I were hunkered down in the pantry with bicycle helmets on after the sirens went off and the weather reporters on TV told Jacksonville and Jacksonville State to take cover and to go to a safe place. Luckily, no tornado materialized that night, thanks particularly to campus police and the Calhoun County EMA for all their efforts. Gamecocks are positive, resilient people. Even when things go wrong, and we get knocked down, we get up and continue to fight until we are victorious. The tornado is a great example of this character. We got knocked down physically and mentally, but we immediately took action and established an incident response team who met daily to report back progress in all key areas, as well as issues and problems to address. As a team, we made decisions quickly to assure continued progress across many dimensions. We continually developed and implemented the plan for recovery from the tornado so that we could begin rebuilding JSU. The plan is clearly working, and as I stated in the first press conference immediately after the tornado, JSU will emerge from this tornado and be better and stronger than ever. I would like to recognize members of the JSU Incident Response Team for their leadership in our recovery efforts immediately following the tornado. Would all Incident Response Team members please stand now to be recognized? Let's give them a special round of applause. Being positive Gamecocks, we look back and count our blessings and realize that things could have been much worse and our recovery could have been much slower absent remarkable circumstances. First and foremost, we were blessed that it was spring break and no one was killed a year ago. The recent tornado in Lee County illustrates that it is far too easy to have loss of life with a tornado. Second, we were blessed by over 6,000 volunteers who came from all over the country to help us clean up, recover, and begin the rebuilding process. Again, to all these people and organizations, we give heartfelt thanks. Third, we were blessed that there was great coordination with the City of Jacksonville in setting up centralized locations for volunteers, communications, tactical operations, and supplies throughout the city. Working together, the city and JSU made it all happen. This is a great partnership that will make both the city and JSU grow and prosper in the future. Would all city officials please stand to be recognized, and let's give them a round of applause. And you'll be hearing from Mayor Smith shortly. Fourth, we were blessed by Alabama Power and how quickly and effectively they took on the task of getting power back immediately after the tornado. Let's give Alabama Power a round of applause. Fifth, we were blessed that Kitty Stone Elementary School was vacated by the school district almost a year before the tornado, thus enabling us to have a place to fix up and house our School of Business and Industry, which needed a place to conduct business after the destruction of Merrill Hall. I do not know what we would have done to get one of our largest schools back in operation without the former Kitty Stone property. Sixth, we were blessed that RMC donated the former Jacksonville Hospital property to us to provide needed facilities to house our largest school, the School of Health Professions and Wellness, given the destruction of Wallace Hall. Let's give RMC a round of applause. Seventh, we were blessed that our newest facilities were spared by the tornado, namely Bennett Field, known as the Marching Southerners Practice Field, and two major facilities under construction, the new Jim Case Baseball Stadium and the new Recreation and Fitness Center. In the same light, it was amazing that Cooter Brown's Rib Shack was untouched by the storm. Village and others who speedily got off-campus housing up and running by fall semester, allowing our students to come back to JSU. Would all those involved in rebuilding off-campus housing please stand to be recognized, and let's give them a round of applause. Ninth, we were blessed by Alabama EMA, FEMA, and many state and federal government officials, and particularly our legislative delegations to Montgomery and Washington, D.C. Would all legislators, government officials, Alabama EMA, and FEMA personnel please stand to be recognized, and let's give them a round of applause. The final blessing is the Gamecock spirit shown by our amazing faculty, staff, students, and administration. In the wake of devastation and disaster, we all showed the true Gamecock spirit. We did not complain. We did not waver. We did not succumb to defeat. We rose up together, knowing that with the help of God and many others, we could come out of this victorious. We will indeed come out of this victorious and be better and stronger than ever. Without this Gamecock spirit, we would have never been able to complete the spring semester, have a glorious graduation in the football stadium, and move on to summer and fall semesters. Thanks to all members of the faculty, staff, and administration who did what it took to make this all happen. Please give them a round of applause. Our students showed the Gamecock spirit as well by coming back for spring semester and utilizing the options given so they could finish the semester. They also showed the Gamecock spirit by coming back for summer and fall semesters to help rebuild JSU. The results for the 2018-2019 academic year are remarkable and a tribute to the character and spirit of our students. Fall enrollment was down less than 100 students, only about 1%, and spring 2019 enrollment was up compared to last spring. This is an amazing accomplishment given that the typical university loses between 5 and 10% of enrollment for at least 2 years following a natural disaster. With the amazing damage from the tornado, over 100 million and 50 out of 70 of our buildings hit. It is truly remarkable how far we have come in only a year and how wonderful our campus is poised to be in 3 or 4 years from now. We will miss the many trees we lost, but we already have on 40 new roofs that make even our older buildings look younger. We have upgraded Pete Matthews Coliseum to house our basketball and volleyball teams, plus the athletic department, administrative offices. We will have 2 new state-of-the-art buildings for our School of Business and Industry and our School of Health Professions and Wellness in about 3 years. Both are well into the design phase and the plans are remarkable. Our excellent music department and its programs are going to have much improved facilities in Mason Hall, which has been gutted and is in reconstruction now. In addition, we will continue to add other facilities to meet the needs of our students. Case in point, the new Recreation and Fitness Center. How awesome and amazing is that new Recreation and Fitness Center? Let's give it a round of applause. The future for JSU in the city of Jacksonville is bright, and together we can rebuild, develop, and thrive. When we are united, we are unstoppable. We are transformative, innovative, and engaged for success. Again, I want to thank everyone for all they did for JSU in its time of need to recover and to rebuild. I also want to thank all the JSU folks for showing the true Gamecock spirit in all they do. Together, we will continue to rebuild JSU and the city of Jacksonville, and we will be stronger and better than ever because we are JSU strong and we are Jacksonville strong. Go Gamecocks and fear the beat. At this time, I would like to introduce an amazing individual who is Casey Gamble, our SGA president. Her leadership throughout this disaster and mobilizing the students and doing all the things that she did with her SGA officers are utterly amazing. And I'm so pleased that she was in the right place at the right time to help us to get everything we got done. So without further ado, Casey Gamble, our SGA president.
One year ago, spring break was interrupted with news that made all of our hearts break. A year ago, we got texts from friends, family members, and total strangers making sure we were okay. A year ago, we experienced an event we had seen in other cities, but we never thought it would happen here. 1 year ago, an EF3 tornado hit Jacksonville State University, destroying much of the campus that we all grew to love. With broken hearts and raw emotions, students were scared but knew they wanted to help. The JSU students, faculty, staff, and administration came together. We formed a community of people who cared for each other. Students donated clothes to strangers, offered their couches to those who were displaced, and volunteered countless hours to cleaning the debris on campus and around the city of Jacksonville. The JSU administration was quick to respond to student concerns. I would like to take a moment to thank Dr. Tim King and President Beeler for going above and beyond to care for our students. Through social media updates, videos, and call nights, these two, along with the help and support of faculty and staff, gave students a peace of mind in knowing that our university was in good hands and JSU would rebuild. While students returned to campus with uncertainty, the newly elected SJA officers knew that despite the destruction, we had to make this campus as uplifting as possible. Students returned in April to our annual Cocky Stock event, where we tie-dyed t-shirts, ate good food, and listened to great music. This event was significant because it gave students hope that their JSU experience would continue. Over the summer, the SGA worked with the administration to make the 2018-2019 academic year as normal as possible. We returned in the fall with construction taking place campus-wide. With expectations of low enrollment, we were shocked to find that enrollment remained level for the fall semester. You are the reason that JSU has remained Gamecock strong. I would also like to thank the faculty and staff here at JSU for being understanding and cooperative as students continue to find housing and adjust to the changes on campus. Slowly but surely, campus began to improve and students started to feel back to normal. Over the past year, we accomplished so much as a university. The T&B food court was renovated, providing better dining options and more space for students to come together. Spirit on Mountain Street raised funds for the Jacksonville Christian Outreach Center, and students loved coming out to the Morgan Wallen concert that night. The football team continued to impress us this year, making it to the second round of playoffs. In January, the Recreation and Fitness Center opened, providing a state-of-the-art workout facility, new dining location, and hangout area for students. You see, despite the tragedy that struck on campus on March 19, 2018, our university not only rebuilt, but continued to improve. 1 year ago, a tornado destroyed our campus, but it only made our community stronger. Thank you so much for your time. It is my pleasure to introduce to you an individual who has worked tirelessly after the tornado to provide donations to our students. Please join me in welcoming Assistant Dean of Students for Fraternity and Sorority Life, Josh Robinson.
The Jacksonville community witnessed an outpouring of support from people across the state and region after the March 19th tornado just last year. It was a truly humbling experience working alongside the individuals who selflessly gave of their time and resources to help our community recover from this tragedy. Throughout the recovery, over 6,000 individual volunteers made their way to Jacksonville to lend a helping hand. Volunteers helped remove debris, cut trees, deliver food and water, pick up trash, and help out wherever they were needed. I spoke to a family that was on their way to the beach when they heard about the tornado that struck our community. This family had no ties to Jacksonville, but their young son, maybe 8 or 9 years old, insisted that they skip their vacation and come to help. There were also countless volunteers that had direct ties to our community and Jacksonville State University. Many alumni, current students, faculty, and staff rushed to our community to help where they could. Many students shortened their spring break vacation to give back to the community that they call home. When asked why they shortened their break to help the Jacksonville community, most of the students that I spoke to said, because Jacksonville is home. They went on to tell me about their experience as a student at JSU and how this community has changed their lives forever. Student organizations such as the JSU SGA, Fraternity and Sorority Life, several athletic teams, the Gamecock orientation leaders, and many other organizations volunteered on campus and within our community. Many colleges and universities also offer their assistance. Students from the University of Alabama, UAB, Belmont, Georgia Highlands College, the University of South Alabama, Sanford University, all volunteered or donated to our university and our community. I also want to recognize the first responders that worked day and night to protect and serve the Jacksonville community throughout the recovery. In the weeks following the storm, these individuals secured our campus and community, worked barricades around the clock, and helped our neighbors feel a sense of security. These individuals worked tirelessly to provide support and relief to the citizens of Jacksonville, and we cannot thank them enough. As we remember the tornado that struck our town just a year ago, let us not forget all of the caring individuals who helped us in our recovery efforts. We truly appreciate their kindness. All the support that we received helped us to be truly JSU strong. I would be remiss if I did not mention the tornadoes that devastated Lee County earlier this month. I urge you all to do whatever you can to offer support to that community as they grapple with the reality that we know all too well. There are donation boxes located around campus for supplies. The needs that we have identified so far are work gloves, yard rakes, sunscreen, chapstick, plastic storage totes, chainsaw fuel mix, and chainsaw bar oil. You can also donate to reputable organizations such as the American Red Cross or the United Way. If you are not financially able to donate, there is always a need for volunteerism. The Volunteer Reception Center is located at Smith Station Baptist Church in Smith Station, Alabama. Now it is my pleasure to introduce somebody who worked day and night after the storm to ensure the campus was safe and oversees the rebuilding efforts. Mr. David Thompson is the Director of Capital Planning and Facilities at Jacksonville State University and has been an invaluable asset to our campus community. Mr. David Thompson.
Didn't know I was going to add public speaking to my resume. So I've been given 10 minutes, and I would like to start with a 2-minute and 10-minute video from drone footage from last year. Houston Coal Library, $13 million in damages. Still not complete. Barton Hall, $12 million in damages, almost complete. McGee Hall, $4 million in damages, complete. Wallace Hall, scheduled to be demolished. Big Greg's, $1 million in damages. Ayers Hall, $800,000 in damages. International House, $2 million. Logan and Patterson, 3.7, 4.5. Alumni House, built in 1839, destroyed. College Apartments, 1 million. All the trees. Simply amazing how far we've been able to come in 1 year. Hard to believe it's been a year. Doggett Hall, 2 million. Not shown in that video is actually this facility here, Pete Matthews Coliseum. Nearly $10 million in damages. We have the very contractor sitting to my left, Bradshaw and Pitts, not only responsible for the main gym, but they also went back to the third floor renovations and auxiliary gym as well. So we applaud them. So we had 6 facilities with 75-year slate roofs, Ayers, Bibb Graves, Doggett, Hammond, Stevenson, TMB. They look amazing. FEMA was able to mitigate our shingle roofs, so we have a 40-year impact-resistant shingle at 13 of our major buildings. We have single-ply TPO roofs at Pete Matthews, Roe Hall, Stone. We had 4 complete losses that we saw in the video: the Alumni House, Honors House, Merrill, Wallace. This facility in Mason Hall, when we're done, they'll be brand new. The exterior skins will be much the same, but we will, in essence, have 4 major facilities that will be brand new from the inside out: Pete Matthews, Mason, the new School of Business, and the new School of Health Professions and Wellness. The projects that we have remaining, we have some exterior lighting, we have some sidewalks that we need to repair. Hopefully we can get to those this summer. It's easier to list the buildings that weren't affected. I came up with 7. Risk management in our insurance policies has been very good. Damages are going to be just short of $100 million. And FEMA has been absolutely outstanding to work with. We don't know where that number is going to stop. We're still creating projects, but I'm quite certain that it's going to exceed $60 million. That is the site of the new School of Business. You can tell that it's moved a little bit closer to 21. It'll have the same offset as Brewer. It's basically going to be a U-shaped building with a courtyard at the back. We are trying to resemble some of the architecture before. You can see at the center. The entire first floor, FEMA has contributed nearly $5 million in mitigation, and we will have a 3,000 person storm shelter in Merrill. You can see here, feels a lot like the old Merrill Hall. Again, it's 3 stories. So this is the addition onto Mason, onto the south side. So what they're going to get some additional space inside the facility. This is the Performance Center. Most of us know that Mason Hall has never really had any true acoustical value on any of the rooms, Performance Center or otherwise. So after this renovation, these practice rooms should be amazing, first class. There'll be spaces added for both student and faculty lounges. We obviously just finished up Jim K Stadium. It looks amazing. There's the field itself. Doesn't look artificial turf, does it? And then I wish I could have gotten a little bit better picture of the softball field, but that is all artificial turf, all new lighting. You see the library in the background there. I think that's the last one. All right, I've got 4 minutes left. So what do I remember? I remember Chief Tommy Thompson called me the night. I was was still in the house. He asked me if I had been on campus. And I said I could not get out yet. It was still raining and lightning. And all I could think to ask was, anybody hurt? And he said he had not heard any fatalities. So from that moment forward, the recovery's been easy. The first responders from that night were just simply amazing. The curfew that we implemented in the city and the campus was just, I don't know how we could have done anything other than that. The volunteers, I think back, eating lunch in the cafe in the middle of last summer, and I think all of us can picture this in our minds. The hundreds and hundreds of day laborers from ServPro camping out underneath the trees, in the cafeteria, in the middle of freshman orientation. I mean, I would just like to tip my hat to those parents and those freshmen for having faith and coming back, upperclassmen coming back. The Alabama EMA has been tremendous. The people with FEMA have been tremendous. We have a team of engineers and architects that has practically been part of campus. Randy Horton, Bill Whitaker, Sean Crawford, Kevin Brown, and most of all, Stephen Ward, who has been responsible for all the rules. We've had many contractors, obviously, that have been working day in and day out since last March 19th. I would also like to thank our grounds crew, Tyler, for what they have done. Also like to thank all of building services. I mean, at one point in time, I think we had the whole group over at Kettystone with paintbrushes, doing whatever we could. Our HVAC technicians, all of our general maintenance, everybody within the department, the material handlers, and Dusty. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Thank all of you. Go Gamecocks.
Before I really get started, let me say again what a great job that Dave Thompson has done this year. All the hard work, all the things he's doing over the Well, good afternoon. It's a real honor for me to be here, be a part of your celebration of the recovery to this campus in the years since the tornado. I almost said I'm blown away by what's happened, but I was blown away by what happened, all right. But I really was trying to say I'm amazed at what has been done during that year. It is truly amazing. We're back 1 year later where we are on this campus and in this city. So great work by a lot of people. President Beeler and your staff, thank you for your To the JSU faculty, thank you for the adjustments you were able to make to even make fall semester possible. And JSU students, thank you for showing your JSU spirit by coming back in the fall and being a part of this recovery. It meant a lot to all of us that you were here. So thank you so much for that. The tornado didn't discriminate. It devastated both the JSU campus and the city of Jacksonville. In the city of Jacksonville, just inside the city limits, we had 433 primary residents that had damage. 39 of those were classified as totally destroyed. You know what, a number of those houses were houses that were JSU faculty or retired faculty, staff, JSU students living off campus. So we were all affected by this terrible event that happened March 19, 2018. And what a great recovery response. You know, we still have people hurting. A lot of people are still trying to put their home and their lives back together. And I certainly don't want to minimize that. But I want to tell you, it is truly a blessing when you think about that much damage. When you look at what we saw from the screen here today from David, you think about all the damage out in the city. We didn't have anybody killed, no loss of life during the tornado, and I'm really thankful that we didn't have anybody killed during all the cleanup. You think all that was going on during that cleanup. It was dark at night, people were out there working, the utility folks were out there working, power lines were down, power poles were down. We could very easily have someone killed even during that process. So we were truly blessed. I think we really got a miracle, and so thankful for that we didn't have loss of life. I would say that for the city, we are probably about 85% restored. We will be restored. We've come a long way during this year, and when we are restored, we'll be stronger than we were prior to tornado. And just simply because we are JSU strong and the city of Jacksonville strong. Thank you, Go Gamecocks.
Thank you, Mayor Smith. Appreciate your leadership in Jacksonville. I thank all of our speakers, President Baylor, David, Casey, Josh. Appreciate y'all getting up and speaking. So at JSU, we love music. I found that out in 2007, first football game I went to, and sat there at halftime with tears streaming down my face. I've never seen anything like it. So we have the pep band here with us. Under the direction of Jeremy Stovall. Thank you. And we have to do something fun here, so we're going to do two things. Okay, so I guess everybody's kind of hungry, right? So what I want you to do, exit to my right and to my left. If you will exit that way, there will be someone there waiting to give you a voucher. I believe it's $5, right? Is that correct? $5. Okay. So you'll get a voucher when you go out this way. Feel free to use that on campus today. Join us for lunch. And thank you so much for coming out today. We really appreciate it. Thank you.